Good afternoon. This is the Autistic Chef. I'm going to teach you how to make a proper stew, a hearty, home healthy stew. I have tried many recipes before, and I think this is the one that the family likes and people I know like this stew. So, the first thing you do is you take 2 to 3 pounds of stew meat, no fat on it, but really good meat, and you pour it in the crock pot. See, there's the meat. There's just pure beef is all it is. It's stew meat. Then you take your savory roast, pot roast spices, and you put them in there with it. Then you go, oh, I gotta get my spoon, I forgot it. And you start to mix your meat with the seasonings to cover it really well. It takes a little bit of time because it's powder, you know, it's gonna adhere to the meat, so you gotta keep on doing it for a while. It'll really turn a good flavor to it because it gets on the meat and stays there. And it's like you're marinating yourself because it takes the crock pot a long time to heat up. So these spices stay on your meat for at least an hour. So you don't have to put your meat in the refrigerator to marinate. It does it for you. So then I take my potatoes. I leave my skin on because I like skin on my potatoes. I usually do 3 to 4 potatoes in the stew. Now, your spices are on your meat, so it's going to be kind of hard to get the spices on the potato. So then I take a can of Beef Consomme I pour in there. I take my spoon and I mix it back up so the spices also gets on the potatoes. I continue to do this for a little bit of time, maybe a minute or so, to get it to where it's all covered. All the pieces in the crock pot are covered up. And then I take some pepper, cracked pepper, black pepper, medium grade, I put in there. I like mine kind of hot, but we're in South Texas and we're half Mexican, so we like things hot. And then I put a little salt. That's probably enough. And then I get Fiesta bay leaves. They're bigger and they're much more heartier in flavor. I put 1, 2, 3. And then I have my carrots, 2 or 3 carrots, medium size, cut up, and between an onion and a half an onion go in my stew. Just like that. I lightly stir it. Again. And then I turn it on. I turn it on high for 5 hours. So we're going to let this cook for 5 hours. And then we're going to see if we need to thicken it. If we need to thicken it, we'll use masa to thicken it. I don't like to use flour. I don't like to use cornstarch. It just takes away from the flavor of the stew to use flour. Cornstarch. Masa is a perfect thickener for stews. So we're going to let it cook for 5 hours, and we'll be back with you in 5 hours to show you the finished product. This is the Autistic Chef saying out. Okay, we are back. This is Autistic Chef. We have cooked this stew for 5 hours, and it is the right consistency, and it looks perfect. So, what you want to do is kind of burn your potatoes to where it gets the spice on the potatoes, kind of, sear it, So I forgot my spoons. I'm gonna go back and get my spoons. Hold on. And we're not gonna have to thicken it with cornstarch because it's really thick, and that's probably due to the meat we used, and the potatoes, and the starch in the potatoes is more starchy than usual. So I'm gonna spoon this out right here. Put it in a bowl. Get some juices going here. And there you have it, the stew. It's perfect, it looks good, it's the perfect consistency, it's just right. Now if I was gonna serve this with something else, I'd make a French bread, slice French bread with butter and toast it, or I would use cornbread, or maybe baguettes, something like that, to go with the stew. Now on a lighter side, I want to talk to you about what I'm planning to do with this. This is a place where people can come and laugh and have fun and learn about things. And the topics we're going to talk about with this whole thing is cooking and mental issues that people have. The list is OCD, depression, dyslexia, panic, anxiety, Asperger's, autism, whatever the thing is. I want to be able to tell people that they can do something and make something in their lives and give them encouragement. So that's the whole point. I don't want any bad comments. I will not accept any trollism. It's zero tolerance. So just stick to the topics and we'll all have fun. Out.